This video you're watching might be one of my longest projects on CapCut yet, because off screen behind it is literally 4 hours live, so this will take so long for me to edit. And since I have the standard features, I can only make a 15-minute video, so I have to make this quick. As I loaded into the game, I only started with Scouting it the best, but can do the job very well. For my first match, I picked Molten, a decent choice, knowing TD's history. People did say Molten is easy, so I did. And to say the least, I weren't getting a good start, because as I was still early game, I lost some of my base HPH. And knowing the enemies get stronger as the waves keep going. And I somehow killed the normal boss, but it will get harder from here. I started to spam scouts since it was the only tower I had, and it was working as I started to slowly spawn kill most of the small enemies, then managed to kill the necromancer. Then the slow boss, I felt like I might win, until I lost to this speed boss. And I can only buy a few towers with the coins I have. I'm Brokia. Tried to do this in Crossroads knowing it was one of the easiest maps, but lost again on wave 33. Until I met this dude. He was experienced cause he was level 100 higher than me. And the map he picked was Portland, and I started to place toxic gunners while he was placing his toxic gunner on farms. First friend unlocked. Then he placed a minigunner, a prefect tower to me that might beat normal and Molten if soloed. But some doubts were some enemies that passed our tower. Two he left, leaving to go, having to fight on my own. And I ended up losing on wave 36. A higher coin reward, right? With 1,100 coins, I was able to buy the Hunter. Not a bad choice, it's decent to me. I'll rate it 7/10. Then things took some interesting turn. I got invited to a party. To the Night 1 map. I've forgotten this is where another adventure begins after one. Not knowing what to do, I just placed down a Hunter hoping it will be useful. This is where we meet the main guy, Jax, or known as the Night 1 boss, which is the easiest night in the Halloween event so far. And as we progressed through, it was clear Jax was now one of my favorite characters because he was kinda chaotic to me. Then we finally got to the final boss. I didn't know if we might beat him, knowing we had 5,000 health. Roam for a boss. I didn't know if we might win. We started to get to our base. He was attacking, and with seconds as he almost got to our base, he died. But I only cared about the coins and axe. I mean fair rewards. It was 8 waves, what did I expect? With some spending coins I bought Soldier, but he was not reworked yet, so I'll give him a 7.9 out of 10. Then Night 2 came, and I have $900, and I placed Hunter and upgraded him with the $400 I had. We killed the mushroom guys, then the tree guys, then ghosts, then raids, then big tree devil. Then we lost to the Alpha, then more. But then we did Molten mode to blow off some steam at the beach. We had crook bosses and swarms, which would definitely might help us with Molten, and placed down minis which helped our defense. With enough firepower, I got my first Molten win. Claimed the extra XP. Then tried to do Night 2 again, but this one had some drama complaints. Meet Cloud, who was kind of mean and toxic as he asked why I'm using Hunter. Said I saw someone use Hunter in Night 2 on YouTube before. Just because it sucks doesn't mean it is not bad for high range, slow fire range, with some decent high damage at max level. I told him how my level is low, so it's reasonable of why I have these towers. Excuse me, just because I'm low level doesn't mean I don't have to be here.
You are annoying, assboy. When you play TDs, you are like, oh my god, why the hell do you let me get out? Shut the fuck up, you malfunctioning Carlo. Fighting another guessing how dumb you are with fucking shot over size 10 by 10 Lego beats mixed with gates of avocado and very fat. Person eating McDonald's burger, Kentucky chicken, Phil Dunny, Domino's, and Pizza Hut, and all of this silver bitch at this point. I'd rather play than this ugly hippo. And you're so damn crusty, musty, dusty, stinky, puke, pathetic. Shut the fuck up, your damn is pathetic. So the point where one time you made a Happy Meal cry, in fact, all of them Happy Meal cry because your face is so ugly, I gave him nightmares.
And unsurprisingly, we lost due to his toxicity. Some damn stuff happens as drama happens, but it went back to normal. We eventually convinced him and alt account to join and help us. Until Nevada said something tells me you didn't finish equipping your loadouts. Then hit with that he didn't let his alt equip his loadouts. So we had to rejoin the map and it went very well. Though they only placed a few crook bosses and golden crook bosses and a toxic gunner, I didn't think much about it. And as the game kept going, we were kinda having some interesting conversations for about 4 minutes, but for 15-minute max reasons, I made it 1 minute, so skip if you want. As the final wave of 12 came, we met the boss again. With a lot of firepower, we managed to kill the swamp monster very fast. We won, and I won the same reward as Knight 1. And the Mighty Knight 3 breaching the tower after picking pumpkins and getting lost in a forest. The highlight of this map was the music and boss music you're gonna hear in a second. Cowering told me to place some hunters, but I decided to spam 6 of them as we were halfway there. And somehow I killed an enemy who got past our defense from the first hunter I placed back in the early game. Then we finally got into the final wave, and for the sake you can watch us fight the boss as I'm tired of speeding it up.
Sadly, but it was fun, and seriously, it took me 1